Nigel Farage ridiculed the budget airline chief for the absolutely disgusting threat to punish the British people for the vote in the EU referendum. Yesterday, Mr. O'Leary, the Ryanair boss, told airline leaders in Brussels that he is considering a mass disruption of flights from Britain after Brexit. The shock threat from the controversial boss would effectively ground planes in Britain in a bizarre attempt to persuade Brexit voters to reconsider the vote. LBC. GETTYFarage ridiculed the budget airline chief for the absolutely disgusting threat to punish the UKMr O'Leary said he wants to create an opportunity by making people realize they are no longer going to have cheap holidays. During his LBC radio show, Mr. Farage delivered a sharp rebuke to the anti-Brexit flight threat and reminded listeners of Mr. O'Leary's past remarks on the EU. He said, "Mr. O'Leary thinks it's in our interests," by which he means the EU, not for a long period of time, to ground the aircraft, to stop people being able to leave the country. He believes this will persuade the average British voter that they were lied to in the referendum debate and prompt a change of heart. "There was a time a few years ago when you called the European Commission the evil empire, and you said in the first referendum on Dublin that the Irish should vote no." LBC Farage delivered a sharp rebuke to the anti-Brexit flight threat Friday, June 9, 2017. General election 2017. Nigel Farage fumes at Theresa May. "There was a time a few years ago when called the European Commission the evil empire." Nigel Farage. Mr. Farage added, with a grin on his face, "For some reason you've become a convert to the European project. I'm sure that money and deals have absolutely nothing to do with it. I'm sure it's genuine in every way." Carsten Spohr, boss of German carrier Lufthansa, agreed with Mr. O'Leary's shock threat remarks. The German boss said, "In theory, if we could use this industry to prove to the British how wrong the decision was, that might be a good thing." Transport Secretary Chris Grayling said in January that he is confident flights will not be grounded because it's in the interests of everyone to maintain the open market for aviation.